Well, it's just about trying to investigate the evidence of the claim made by the people of Southern Kaduna, who claim that they have all the requisite qualifications that that can qualify them to become a state. They mentioned that they have the intellectual capacities, they have the natural resources, they have the numbers. So in investigating that, I have to look at the statistics and look at whether these people are actually qualified to have their own proposed Gurara state. And from my records, of course, you recalled a pronouncement made by the former governor of the state, former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, who declared to us that 69% of the workforce of Kaduna State are from Southern Kaduna. That's the Gurara axis. And of course, if that's the case, it simply means that they have quite a number of intellectual persons. And then, of course, secondly, they have a very large voting population. From the last election, we saw 5 local government bringing out a huge number of voting population comprising of Igabi, Chikun, Zangonkata, Kachia, and Zaria. Now, among those 5 local governments, you agree with me that 3 of those local governments actually are from the southern part of Kaduna. Of course, Chikun, Igabi is the largest in terms of voting population, followed by Chikun, and the second is Kachia, and then the third Zangonkata. I mean, so that simply means that they have that number. So with the assertion by Nasir El-Rufai, which says that about 69% of the Southern Kaduna people are making up the workforce of the Kaduna State Civil Service, that actually proves the fact that they have the intellectual capacity to be called a state, using those statistics. Then, of course, they claim they have natural resources. They have a huge arable land, and they are the highest that cultivate ginger in Nigeria and, of course, in this West Africa. So they believe that they have those, those qualifications. Then, of course, they also claim they have a very rich cultural heritage. And they claim that the issue of imposition of culture, the issue of imposition of religion, and the issue of religious crisis will come to an end. You recall in 2001, we had the issue of the Sharia crisis, where during the regime of Emmanuel Bagudu, where we have a group who went, to express themselves that they want Sharia to be enforced in the state, and another group going there to, talk to the then governor Makarfi that they don't want Sharia to be imposed, and at the end of the day, clash, and there was a serious crisis. So all these things will, become history according to them. And of course, everybody will operate in space. And that's not to undermine the importance of cultural integration, the importance of diversity, and the importance of religious tolerance. They have made it clear that they are going to embrace anybody, meaning Hausa, Fulani, anybody that is interested in being part of the Gurara. And anything that has to do with controversy, talking about the issue of wanting a referendum, Chikun Local Government, encroaching into Kaduna North. That, of course, the Senate is going to look at that referendum. They beg the Senate to conduct that referendum in 3 months so that the memoranda will be sorted out in terms of boundaries. Thank you.
But what's the possibility, in your opinion, of this, passing through? Because this has actually been going on for so many years now.
Yes. Yeah, it's certainly according to their words, they believe that the journey has ended. They have come to the end of the road, and they believe that the current Senate is going to do something because they have gathered enough evidence. So the evidence they presented are quite, verifiable. Of course, I just mentioned one, which was asserted by the former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, where he mentioned that 69% of the entire civil service in Kaduna State comes from that axis, from southern part of Kaduna. I mean, that enough, is enough to make the Senate, of course, make a case for them at the Senate. Yeah.
Fingers crossed, and see how it goes. But thank you so much for joining us.